The spring of 2005 was a bad time for the city of San Diego. A financial meltdown, allegations of fraud, and a loss of confidence in city leadership. While politicians pointed fingers and wrung their hands, a non-politician, former police chief Jerry Sanders, stepped forward with a record of organizational change and a message of hope. Pitted against a wealthy former Nevada legislator and a politically savvy city council member supported by organized labor, Sanders was a big underdog. But in the weeks leading up to the July 2005 special election, his message of reform, independence, and recovery resonated with San Diego voters weary of business as usual.
What brought me into the process was I was concerned, like all San Diegans, about the credibility and the efficiency of city government. It seemed like we were in a downward spiral. And when the opportunity came, I decided that rather than just talk about it, I could play a role in starting to restore credibility to San Diego and starting to restore the efficiency and the effectiveness of city government.
Sanders offered a plan to address the city's financial and organizational problems, a contract for change that gave voters hope that San Diego might once again deserve the moniker America's finest city. On the strength of a decisive victory, Sanders moved quickly to jumpstart the process of change at City Hall. His recovery plan was based on three key elements: restructuring city administration to make it more efficient and accountable, establishing an honest, transparent, and disciplined budget process, restoring the city's credit rating so badly needed infrastructure projects could be undertaken. Now, as Mayor Sanders prepares to seek election to a full term, San Diegans can evaluate his success to date in fulfilling that contract for change. Through business process reengineering, consolidation, and reorganization, Sanders has cut over 650 city employee positions without reducing public services. And even more major changes are planned in the months ahead. For the first time in recent history, the real cost of every city program has been accurately reported in the city budget, along with realistic projections of revenues. No more shell games or hidden slush funds. Also, for the first time, San Diego has a CFO responsible for managing the city's finances. Sanders' 5-year financial outlook forced the city to address the impact of short-term budget decisions on long-term needs, including long-deferred maintenance and capital improvements. As a result, he was able to persuade the council to hold the line on salary and benefit increases and balance the budget without major service cutbacks. Completion of long overdue year-end audits, transparency in the budgeting process, paying down the pension liability, newly imposed budget discipline, and adoption of Kroll Report financial reforms are restoring the city's credit rating so long-delayed infrastructure projects can begin next year.
Well, I think that what you've seen is a complete change in the way the city operates. I'd ask the voters of San Diego to think about the way it was just 2 years ago and the way it looks now, and the progress we're making on a daily basis. Infrastructure is being rebuilt. Deferred maintenance is being done on roads and highways and city facilities. We've been very transparent about our budgeting and actually have a plan in place to start solving a lot of these issues. I think San Diegans are going to want to have that continuity in office, and I'd ask them to vote for me.
With Jerry Sanders firmly in charge, America's finest city is more than a memory. It is once again our future.